What's going on, YouTube? It's Q back here again with another video for you. In today's video, we got a Miata video. So we're gonna install the sway bars on here, which is gonna take care of the body roll, that dreaded body roll that I love oh so much. So I'm here at ARC. You know when I'm at ARC, I'm about to get the business done on my cars, or buy a car, or sell a car. But here today, I'm for the performance aspect of the Miata. So shout out to ARC. I'll link them down in the description below. If you want some work done to your cars, check them out. If you want to buy a performance car, come check them out as well. But don't schedule your stuff while I got my stuff here, because I need my stuff first. So about to get the Miata pulled on up in here to the dungeon. Still want to get my hands on that small block V8 RX-7. One of my dream cars. Like these a lot. Not gonna lie, I got these because they were red and it will stand out if I look under the car, which I will rarely, if ever, do. But I got these from Goodwin Race. I believe these are the Roadster Sports. I'll put a link to this one as well, probably. Not sponsored content by them, but this isn't as hardcore. I believe a 27 millimeter for the front. The rear really didn't matter for these to me, but we're gonna go with that. It's an easy swap, but the front is a pain to do, so gonna let the guys at ARC do it for me. We got poly bushings here, and it comes with its own grease. And the reason for that is if you don't put the specific grease on there, it's gonna melt the bushing. So shout out to them for putting me with the right equipment. So this was only a couple $100. From reading the reviews, people take about 2.5 hours I've seen up to 4 hours. But their experience here, they'll get it done on the lower end, but it is a pain to get to. And I'll film some of that, but I'm not about to focus too much on the install. This ain't a how to do video, just what it's going to be like afterwards. Here we have the new sway bar versus the old sway bar. You can tell this is, man, it's kind of heavy. Oh, much heavier. I can lift the stock one with the finger. And this one, dang, it's not so much. Definite upgrade in weight, so it's going to be more rigid. I got to use my whole hand to lift this thing up. This is probably like, I don't know, I'm terrible at gauging weight. Man, is this the rear one? This the rear sway bar over here? This shit looks like a pencil. This is literally like the thickness of a pencil. Let's go on the car, take a look at it. So yeah, this is like a jumbo pencil. Much thicker, so this one's all good to go up on here. And now we just got to button the front one on with all the bushings, or the bushings. So should be set to go soon here. Then we'll take it for a drive. Got it all installed on here. Had to drop the subframe and move this out of the way and lower the radiator just a little bit. It's a little bit different on the ND3 as opposed to the ND1 and ND2. It's tricky, but now it's on here. About to button it all up with the covers, and then we'll give it a test. All we gotta do is test it out. So let's let it rip. I almost slammed my foot through the firewall with this clutch. I drove that the Subaru Legacy, and that clutch was heavy. I'll do a review on that in the near future. But man, I almost slammed that thing through the floor. Alright, so new sway bar is on. I'm gonna roll the windows down. We're not going too fast at first. Just want to test it out to make sure there's no creaks or rattles. Buns out. Have to let the top up soon. I think we are all good. Man, this clutch is way lighter than that Subaru. That Subaru was heavy though. Sound like I'm in a real race car. I'm about to turn this on air. It's like the first warmest day of the year, and I'm wearing long sleeves. It's 75 degrees outside. I have a feeling the sun gonna interfere with the video, so windows up, turn the AC on. Just for this video. Gotta make sure nothing comes in through the cabin either. I think we are good. First test, this turn. I don't want to be over dramatic, but that was a lot flatter than what I'm used to. Waiting on this dude to go on the head so I can bang this turn. Much better. Much better. But that's just the baby test. I'm going to take it over some speed bumps. We're going to get on the highway. I want to make sure for sure that there is no problem with it while I'm still over here. But I think this was well worth the $200. It cost more in labor than it was the parts. Oh crap, I'm about to say let's test some bumps. That's a crater. Alright, the speed bump. Want to make sure that I don't hear anything. We're good. Now I feel confident to go full send. I set my suspension to the middle setting, so it's not the most aggressive, not the least aggressive. Smack dab in the middle for both the front and rear. I can adjust them should I feel the need to, but I don't want this to be a hardcore track car. This is one of my daily drivers. I daily drive both of my cars, so I don't want to take away the daily driver ability of it. So that's the reason I went with sway bars as opposed to coilovers, or definitely lowering springs. The springs are cheap too, but I don't want to lose or compromise the ride quality in stock form. That's where the sway bar came in. It's much thicker, heavier. So we're about to get on this arm ramp and see what it's like taking higher corners in our winter tires. Oh yeah, traction control coming on. That means I'm driving this like a novice, doing something wrong. Shouldn't stab on the accelerator like that. But I got excited, got happy. Don't blame a guy for getting overly excited about that. And so far, the dampening still feels like stock, which is what I greatly appreciate about the Miata, the stock suspension. I don't like the roll, but I do like the softness of it. So, not the softness as the sway and wallowing, but the dampening. I do like the way that's tuned. And after driving the surprise vehicle that I drove, I kind of wish I went full hardcore, but I don't want to compromise the daily driving of it. That car was a full-on track car. I can make some refinements of this car, make it that way. Surprise, surprise, I do have some wheels on order. I just approved the final design that we created. And in about a month or so, I should get new tires and new wheels for this. So I'm looking forward to that. Can't wait. Forward. Oh, my mirror ain't adjusted. Super windy out here today. I'm getting blown all around. Super loud in here too. One of those days make you wish you had the RF. But once I take this camera off, the top coming back down. too nice of a day to not have the top down, overcast skies. Yeah, let me get y'all out of here so I can go about my merry way. Not that I don't want y'all here, but I want my top down. That's why I bought this off top. You ain't know? See if we can beat this FedEx truck. Dang, couldn't do it. Maybe we still can. Nope. God the mighty. Oh, that's UPS. I said FedEx. Tripping. This exhaust sounding rowdy. So good. Definitely digging on this sway bar. These sway bars, front and rear. I started to only do the front, but went ahead with the whole set. These Roadster Sports were inexpensive for the full set, cheaper than the other brands out there. Went with the cheapness, not because they were the cheapest, but I didn't need a hardcore set. I didn't need the thickest, so I said I don't want it to be a hardcore track car. So I appreciate what it can do on the street. I will track it occasionally, but gotta keep it streetable. Much better around these curves. Pick a lane, person. Oh my God. Sorry folks, letting a little bit too much of my personality come out. Can't say any competent drivers though. Fun fact, I'm still out here on snow tires. So, yeah. This is Michigan. The weather will change. I can just go straight to red line, still within limit, not breaking the law. Do one more on ramp. Exactly what I needed. Superb this modification is. So I y'all drive like that too. Why would you do that? You're not passing anybody. What you doing? Yeah, hands down, this was well worth the price of admission. Definitely fixes the confidence in the curves. So I'm going to be going to the track a few times this year. So can't wait to test it out there with my new tires and new wheels. Yeah, I'm not going to drive it to the track without that, because I'm not going to take the winter tires off the stock wheels to put on the summer tires, just to end up getting my new set of wheels and tires, and then putting the winter tires back on this winter. I'm going to keep these on, and then just swap the whole set. What is the fuck here? This ain't in Florida. But that's all I got to say about that. That install was the pain, though. That's why I pay people. I ain't trying to sit there and struggle. I can be making more videos and such. So, huge shout out to ARC, How and Alex. They did their thing on this vehicle. Definitely appreciate them for all the work that they helped me do with my car, because where would my Miata be without the help of them? They installed a few things on this car. 3 things: steering wheel, exhaust, sway bars on my Integra. Did they do the Corolla? Not the Corolla, the WRX. So they do great work over there. Thorough. Gotta love them, man. But that's all I gotta say about that. So highly recommend this product and this brief drive. I'm coming up on a year of ownership, so I'll be driving the car around a little bit more, so I can give you an even more deeper analysis on what it's like the daily drive with the sway bars up there. And for the channel, the direction of the channel, I'm going to slightly change that up a little bit. I've been reviewing all kinds of cars, family cars, vans, SUVs. I'm going to dial that back a little bit. I'm going to show less of those cars, that's the plan, and show more of my cars. So at the moment I'm posting 2 videos a week. I'm doing my own cars. It might drop down to a cadence of 1 a week, but hopefully I can get enough content. Let me know what y'all want to see too. I always accept video recommendations, and I try and get them out to y'all as fast as I can, because I assume most of you all are here for the Miata, and some of you for the WRX, and a lot of you all are here for cars I don't even own anymore. But if you're still here, I still thank you for being on board on my journey. So like I said, I'm going to do less press cars. I'm going to drop this video first, and I got 2 more press car reviews that I got to get out there to you all. And then the press cars I'm going to focus on for the near future is going to be sports cars, or just cars that I honestly have genuine interest in, that I got to just know what they're like. They're going to mainly be sports cars. And I'm going to probably go more so to used cars, because it's a lot of cars I haven't driven. I've driven mostly everything new that I wanted to, except from the manufacturers that didn't give me access to their fleets yet. But I got a lot of itches out of them. Thanks to ARC, I tested a lot of cars that I never would get a chance to drive here in the States, right-hand drive that they imported in over here. So more of those videos to come as well. And I honestly enjoy them. The views don't be there, but I don't care. I have fun doing it. And I just want to have fun making content. Because to be honest, I don't have fun with every car that I do have, but I do have an interest in most of what I bring to the channel. So let me know what you think about my future plans. If you got any video recommendations, let me know, and I will do my best to get it out there as quick as I can. And my goodness, construction, gotta love Michigan. But all right, y'all. Okay, thanks, bye.